Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just turn that. Oh, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning to the Witchy Woo Show. Nice to see you. See you nice. Whoever's popped in already, who hasn't popped in, we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about all sorts. Oh, my jumper's all creased up. Do I care? Not really. Let's wait for a few of you lovelies to pop in. Who we got? Lauren, hello, Gorge. Nice to see you. You all right? We're going to be talking about Peter Sutcliffe today. The piper last week that got bashed up by the police, all sorts of stuff we're going to be chatting about today. Hugh Macbeth, how you doing, darling? Faye B, hello, doll. Someone used common law, but the government slaves police broke in. We're dealing with the Gestapo. Jimmy Savile's mate. Oh, dear. Peter Sutcliffe, the Yorkshire Ripper, has died, which is a good thing. I'd have put him out of his misery a long time ago. But he's died of COVID. Oh, yes. They said he weren't well. He's got COVID. He's died of the COVID juice. Not that he's here to defend himself. Not that he's here to defend. He can't come back now. Can he say, "Oi, hang on, monkey boy, I didn't have no COVID." No. Yeah, Peter Sutcliffe, now dead, tested positive and died with COVID-19. Celt woman, hello, darling, lovely to see you. You can't make this stuff up. Parliament for me is like EastEnders. It's like watching a soap. It's like watching Coronation Street or Crossroads. It's unbelievable. Dominic Cummings now. He's going to be off by Christmas. They're all sinking the ship. Boris must be thinking, what the Jesus is going wrong? Listen, Peter Sutcliffe, it's good news he's dead. He terrorised a lot of women and murdered a lot of women. They arrested him several times but couldn't put anything on him. In the end, they got him. He was a slippery mackerel. But the problem is, right, like you say, who cares? I couldn't care. No. Not a chance. Life is good. You're absolutely right. But the media reviews, look at me jumping. Look, it's all creased. The media can't wait, can they? Peter Sutcliffe's dead. He died of COVID-19. Course he did. Course he did. Course he had the COVID juice. Yeah, he must have done. Everyone dies of that nowadays. Goes down on all the death certificates. They must think we're stupid. I honestly believe government thinks we're just retards. They don't consider us to be learned people at all, do they? God, dear. They even have to jump on a murderer and use him as a scapegoat. Look, Peter Sutcliffe, dirty, dirty man. Unbelievable what he did back. He terrorised people like there was no more out in the 70s. Women wouldn't go out. It was scary. But they can't just let him die of old age or cancer or liver disease or heart failure or deep knob thrombosis. No, he's got to have died with the COVID-19, hasn't he? And you betcha, if we're in the season for COVID-20, he'd have died of COVID-20, I'm sure. Unbelievable. How did the police break in and close shops down without a court warrant? Because they're a Gestapo. That's why. They're arse wipes. They've taken over the country. They own it all. They own the roads, the streets. They own everything. They own the people. They own all the businesses. All legal fictions, by the way. How can you kill something in the dead system? You can't. Good riddance and bad. Yeah, no, I agree with you there. If Diana Abacus come because of the... Yeah, can you imagine Diana Abacus? I'll never forget seeing Diane Abbott, and she was being interviewed by someone on LBC radio. I can't think who it was. I know. I'm trying to think what his name is. He's quite a funny dude. And he's giving Diane Abbott every get-out-of-jail card. He was throwing the dog a bone. And you know what? I'm very grateful that Diane Abbott and Jeremy Corbyn never had kids. Could you imagine what they'd look like? Oh, my God. But anyway... He's asked her that they were going to put another 30,000 policemen on the streets in the Metropolitan Police, and she said she needed £300,000 to do it a year. And he's like, I'm not sure she's thought this through. I'm not sure she's done the maths. And rather than her just go, actually, I've just Nick Ferrari, that's it. Rather than I've just plucked a figure out of the sky because I've been picking my nose all afternoon. I knew I was coming on with you, Nick Ferrari, but I've not done my due diligence. It was like he'd give her a virtual shovel because she's just digging and digging and digging and digging. It was the most funniest thing I've ever seen. Don't want to sound negative, Dave, but it's getting me thinking, do we ever own anything in the UK? It made me realise we don't even know. No, you don't own nothing. No, you don't. You're dead. You're dead lost at sea. Dead men can't own things. Dead women can't own things. Mr., Mrs., it's a fictional title. Fictional title owned and created by the government. Of course, it's dead anyway. That's why they bash it out and do what they like of it, because no one's claiming their estate. No one's in the land of the living. Some of us are. Some of us are. Trust me. You own your body until they come for it. Exactly, Chemical Liquor. Great profile name, by the way. I really do like that. Yeah, so we're at a situation now. Peter Sutcliffe's now dead, and he died of CV-19. Yush. Man, they must think we're stupid. It's not as if he can challenge that claim, is it? He must be on the other side and they're going, oh, I didn't die of that. I didn't die of that. I never. Everyone that dies now is the CV-19. You've all got it. You're all getting it on your death certificate. You lucky lot. You can't wait. You wait till you cross over. You might have died with a hard-on. My shows are not for kids, right? Trust me, not for kids. You might have died sat on the toilet. COVID-19. Yeah, get it down there. Yeah, oh yeah, the doctors. We know they're having a swindle. We know the doctors and that. They subverted us all. They claim ownership anyway. It always gets me when someone passes away and it might be you might die at home, so the police come round and raid the joint and do all this and that. That's what the Gestapo do. And it's, no, we're not releasing the body yet. Well, who's claiming to own the body? Is it not the family members? Are your bodies all not part of your family structures no more? No. This big thing called the state owns it. No, we ain't releasing the body. Some people never get their relatives released for years because the state claims ownership. The state claims ownership over everything. It's disgusting. Makes me want to puke. Ha ha. He. Thanks. Long two strikes. Leftists hate me. Oh, bless your heart. Love you. F government, I ain't conforming to F all anymore. I'm in full rebellion against tyrannical systems. I don't blame you. Saskia, how are you, darling? Love it to see. We're talking about Peter Sutcliffe this afternoon, the man that terrorised back in the 70s, and luckily he was caught in the end. Now, the chief copper at the time that was doing this big investigation turned around. This one cop, the CID, suspected Sutcliffe of being up to no good, right? And he went, listen, Peter Sutcliffe ain't the murderer. Now, can you imagine how he feels, right, whether he's still alive? I don't know if that cop is still alive. But that just shows where on they get here, yeah? Peter Sutcliffe, I think he was a lorry driver, wasn't he? And they found the hammers and all that he was using. I wonder if he's up there with Fred West. I wonder if him and West, Rose and Fred are maybe planning a little patio. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows where they go? I know they go to the Lake of Fire, which is good enough for me. Thanks, Dave, and all the room, says Saskia. Beautiful to see you, darling. Hope you're going to have a beautiful weekend. Owen Lloyd Martin, mate. How are you, cuz? Love it to see you. Thanks for tuning. Curfew tomorrow, 1 p.m. till 5 a.m. Sunday. You can't make out. You can't go out. They're talking about now a gift voucher, an out voucher is going to cost you £5 a day. If you want to go out, cinema, wherever you want to go, you've got to buy these things called gift vouchers or something online at £5 a go, which gives you the right to go out. What is this nonsense? What? I'm not having that. They'll have to pluck my eyes out with cocktail sticks before I go down and buy them sort of things. I'm not having it. So anyway, Sutcliffe's dead. I'd say Sutcliffe died of old age, little bit of illness, whatever. But did he die of CV-19? Probably not. He died of COVID. Everyone would be out tonight. Oh, yeah, what do you hear about Sutcliffe? Yeah, he got COVID. He's dead. I'm pretty sure he didn't have COVID. But he would do on his death certificates because we know it's a massive swindle, right? All the hospitals. Are the hospitals busy? No. How many people do you know? Look, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that people ain't dying. People die all the time. Right? I don't really get why we're sensationalising this COVID-19 thing because people die of tuberculosis every day. People die of cancer every day. Kids die of cancer. Kids die of liver disease, heart failure. People's aortas just rupture for no reason, and the next thing they're gone. People turn over and give their missus a good night kiss in the night, and that's it. They wake up in the morning and their missus is tapping them and they're as cold as toast. They're freezing because they're dead. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no guarantee. This is just an animation. There's no guarantee that you the gift of life. Every day take it as a gift. Trust me, because that is all it is. Every day you've got is a gift. So why are we sensationalising this current thing we've got? And what is the vehicle that's sensationalising? It's the media. It's the media, the TV, the radio, the newspapers. They're just having it big time. But I just, I wish it was all measured. I wish that this COVID thing that we've got with it's so sad, people are getting it and dying. I wish it was the same we had the same ferocious thing with it, with all the cancers and all the illnesses and all the other, shingles and all that. Oh no, shingles, what? Put your mask on. Oh, cancer, put your mask on. You don't, there's more people die a day. There's over 1 million people a day worldwide die of tuberculosis. I'd be more worried about tuberculosis, in truth, than I would be of COVID-19. COVID-19's tiny. 56 people a day worldwide COVID. 1 million a day TB. And remember, you've all had your jabs over the years. You've all had your little TB jabs or took it on a little bit of sugar because you was too pussy to have it in your arms. You know what I'm talking about, yeah? But still, 1 million people a day die of TB. So something's not right. Some of these vaccines ain't working, are they? And you can guarantee when these people have all had their vaccines, because they're coming, not like Dominic Cummings, but they're coming. Everyone will be out there. Oh, I've had my jab today. Yeah, I've had my vaccine. Look at that, bosh. Get it in there, in your bum cheek or in your arm. Yeah, but they'll still be out wearing masks. They're all going to be out wearing the mask. But you've had the vaccine, son. What are you worried about? You won't get it now, will you, surely? Take the mask off. My mate went to Tesco's the other day. The cashier's looked up and he's gone, you ain't got a mask on. The geezer's fell back on his chair, hit his head on the way down, and then just got up and got himself together. My mate's going, mate, you need to have a word with yourself. What are you playing at? You ain't got a mask on, you're going to kill me. No, I'm not. He give him his receipt that come out the Tesco's till with a pair of tongs. Tongs. He had the receipt in a pair of tongs. He went, there you go. Oh, get out my shop, peasant. You got leprosy. It's unbelievable. My God, I've got £10 bet at 16 to 1 on Betfair that Trump will win. I think Trump's all right. Do you know what? I don't think he's bothered at all. I think the Trump train is going to be just fine. And it is. Get your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn. Who cares? I don't care whether Trump's president of America or not. It makes no difference to me. I just think that Trump's a decent kind of geezer, right? Now, I put a post up the other day about Trump and all about the good things. I probably won't be able to find it now, but the good things that he's done in the world. I'm telling you, he's not a buffoon of the world, ladies and gentlemen. He went to Korea and he got peace and he's patting Kim Jong-un on the back and they're having a nice time, probably sharing a strawberry mivvy and a can of Coke together. You don't know what they get up to, but when was the last time you ever see a president doing stuff like that? You're not going to see it. Yeah, I'll read it out to you. And this is true. The buffoon in the White House just brokered 4 Middle East peace accords, something that 71 years of political intervention and endless war has failed to produce. He has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize by 3 separate world leaders. The buffoon in the White House is the first president that has not engaged the US in a foreign war since Eisenhower. The buffoon in the White House promised to destroy ISIS and kept his promise, something Obama promised to do but couldn't. The buffoon in the White House has had the greatest impact on the economy, bringing jobs, lowering unemployment to the black and Latino population of any other president ever. The buffoon in the White House has exposed the deep, widespread and long-standing corruption in the FBI, the CIA and NSA and the Democratic Party. The buffoon in the White House turned NATO around and had them start paying their dues. The buffoon in the White House neutralized the North Koreans, stopping them from developing a further nuclear capability, sending missiles towards Japan and threatening the west coast of the US. The buffoon in the White House repositioned the US embassy to Jerusalem, something every president before him promised to do, but never had the guts to do. But for the Wuhan-caused pandemic, the buffoon in the White House has stood up to China, brought hundreds of businesses back to the US, and revived the US economy well beyond anything his predecessors thought possible without a magic wand. The buffoon in the White House has accomplished the appointing of 3 Supreme Court justices, nominated an incredibly well-qualified candidate for the current SCOTUS vacancy. Now, what SCOTUS is, I really don't know. And will soon have placed close to 300 federal judges on the federal bench. The buffoon in the White House lowered taxes and caused the stock market to move to record levels over 100 times, positively impacting the requirements of tens of millions of people. The buffoon in the White House fast-tracked the development of a COVID vaccine. It will be available within months. We still don't have a vaccine for SARS, bird flu, Ebola, or a host of diseases that arose during previous administrations. The buffoon in the White House rebuilt the military, which the Obama administration had crippled, and had fired 214 key generals and admirals in his first year of office. The buffoon in the White House uncovered and curtailed rampant illegal immigration and widespread sex, drug, and child trafficking in the United States and beyond. The buffoon in the White House works for free and has lost well over $2 billion of his own money in serving, and done all of this and much more in the face of relentless undermining and opposition from people who have threatened because they knew they were going to be exposed as the criminals if he got re-elected. I've got it. You don't like him. He lacks charming social skills and a warm, fuzzy personality, but he is serving you and all American people. So who are the real buffoons? Mate, I'm telling you, the man has done some really good stuff. Really has. And people do nothing but demonize on him. Now, for me, a vaccine, if I was seeing clear evidence of millions and millions and millions of people dying at this current time period, I would be rolling my sleeve up and saying, stick it in me. I would. I love my life. I'm not a fool. I'm not stupid. However, I'm not seeing the evidence of that in my village. And my next village, there's 14,000 people approximately. Only one elderly gentleman has purported to have passed away from this CV-19. That's not a pandemic. That is not an epidemic. That is not anything worth getting out of bed for. Now, they say COVID-19 is a nasty way to die. Name me a nice way that's good to die. Someone tell me what is a decent, nice way, a comfortable way of passing away. Maybe being put to sleep, maybe knocked out, having some sort of anesthetic. Maybe that could be a kind way of doing it. But other than that, death is probably quite a painful experience. I can't imagine it's very nice. But once you're gone, you're gone. It's an inevitability. It's going to happen. I'd be the first to be saying, yes, stick it in me. I really would. But I'm not seeing the evidence. Now, this vaccine's only been out for 6 months. 6 months. They've not even trialed and tested it. And the trial tests that they've put out, a lot of people have got very, very, very sick and ill with it. So, you tell me what's going on. I would rather take a chance on super boosting my immune system with good vitamins and minerals, working out and staying fit and healthy, eating decent, God-given food, and trying to keep myself healthy that way. That's how I think a lot of people should be doing this. Why are we not showing people how to super boost the immune system? Why are we not showing people how to super boost their bodies and make their bodies strong temples? We're not. And all the people out there wearing masks, smoking, drinking to excess, not eating properly, are all screaming, put a mask on. Idiots, COVID-idiots, because they've not taken control and responsibility for their own life. Take responsibility and own your shit. Own your life. Own it. All right? Own the good things that you do. own the bad things that you do and accept them. But you are the ultimate responsibility for your soul, your being, your existence. Nobody else. Think about it. It's true. You really, really are all it is in your life. If you're not here, then you're not here. If you're here, you're here. No one in government has the right to control you, tell you what to do. But we're seeing all this roll out. The Brits love being told what to do. We need to be told how to do our shoelaces up. The kids, there's adverts on the telly showing them how to wash their hands all the time. It's like we're a nation of dumb motherfuckers. It's true. No one knows how to do. Our ancestors must be thinking, what's gone on? Supreme Court will only judge on them voting ballots, but if it still goes to Biden, then Trump has to still contest it and refuse to concede. Then it goes to the House of States to vote in the next president. It's interesting times for America. I hope that Trump gets in another time. I really do. But does it? Am I overly bothered? No. I think for the American people, I think Trump. Oh my God, what's he got in his face? I think Trump is a good thing for the American people. I think what he's done in America and around the world is very good. And I hope and pray that he's all sorted. And what's Jamie Bennett got on his face? He's got colloidal chocolate silver face mask on. Bless his heart. So yeah, get over to colloidal silver face mask. His website is crystalhealthandbeauty.co.uk. I've got a friend. She had cancer of the bowel. She had one of these things fitted, but she's been healing herself with food, with cannabis oils, with all these other things. She's now waiting to go and have the operation reversed because her body is clear. There is no trace of cancer in her body at all. Why is that? She took control of her own life and destiny and made the change and made the difference. We all want to blame someone. We all want to blame a politician. We want to blame a bus driver for when a bus turns up late. We never own our shit. We don't. We always want to blame somebody else for all the things that go wrong in our life. And that's not the case. We are the problem. We have to own everything that we do. And if you own it and you take control of it, you might be able to turn your life around. Everyone thinks the Democrats run the House, which is correct, but only one vote from each state. 50 can, but Republicans own 37 states, so Trump can't lose. I think Trump's going to be fine. Dave Wihitcher. Who's a dumb schmuck? Oh, bless you. You spelt my name wrong, cuz. Yeah. Fair play to you for having a go. Special. Very nice too. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Are you talking to? Who's a dumb schmuck? Who's a dumb schmuck? Am I a dumb schmuck? You think I'm a dumb schmuck? Oh, well, listen. You're entitled to your opinions. No problems there at all. Message automatically held and hidden. So your message, Dave Wihitcher, has been held and reviewed, and unfortunately, it's not made the grade for our comment room. But feel free to try again, son, because you're special. You're obviously someone that is from cousins that marry. But yeah, keep cracking on, son. Dying in your sleep. Dying in your sleep, COVID-19. It's got to be. Got to be the only rational explanation. You fall off Beachy Head down at Dover. COVID-19. Got to be. That what enters into a man cannot defile him. That what comes out of his mouth that defile him, Bible coming alive. Absolutely right, Hugh. You best believe. Hopefully one day you will be able to create a podcast that's actually worth watching. Your setup is basically useless. Oh, bless your love. But why are you tuned in then? Why have you not just pissed off? Why have you not just jogged on? That's what always gets me about people that come in and troll up. Why are you watching? Please tell me. Please. I find it funny. I find it funny that you would spend the time and waste your time listening to the vibrations that come out of my mouth and not just flick off. Why don't you just flick off and go and watch Britney or something? It's funny to watch you fail in life. Me fail? Mate, you ever seen the lifestyle that I've got? Jesus. Anyway, Dave, carry on, my old son. You're doing well. I'm certainly not someone that's failed in life, let me tell you. Cat attacked me and killed me. Looks at the cat dripping with blood. Looks like a form of COVID-19. Yes. Yeah, it's probably Owen Jones. Owen Jones has been deplatformed. Yeah, clearly old Dave Witcher is now crying. Bless your heart, son. Go on, crack on. Yeah, no, listen, mate, I'm surrounded by greatness. I don't own anything to anybody. Everything that I've got is all paid for. I'm lucky. But you don't measure a man by that. Man's not measured by what he's got around him. A man is measured by his soul and his integrity, right? That's the value. Don't know if you know that yet, Dave. But listen, if any one of my admins can block Dave Witcher, just get him out of here. If not, I'll do it myself. Add him as moderator. Not right this second, I won't do. Hide user on this channel. Right, so this user's messages will be hidden. Oh, so he can watch now, but he can't comment. That's going to frustrate the backside out of him. Block the penis. Exactly. Mary Whitehouse tried that. Mary Whitehouse, didn't she? She went to Bangkok. And look what happened. She did, yeah. So anyway, listen, the moral of the story is today, Peter Sutcliffe, the serial rapist, murderer from many years ago that thought he had a divine right from God going out and killing mainly working girls, has passed away today. And it's been all over Jeremy Vine and that today. And he has passed away of COVID-19. Of course he did. Course he did. Yes, he did. And I'm pretty sure if the hot topic on the topical barometer from Dominic Cummings and Boris Johnson was a disease called Bananarama, he'd have died of Bananarama, right? Surely. Got to have. What are these doctors and politicians up to? Do they seriously think we are that stupid? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, so Dave Witcher, look, Dave Witcher, thanks for tuning in, son. Thanks for taking the time out to make a profile name up, pretty much like mine. Yes, special. And for making, you know, all them beautiful comments. But just look, if you'd have turned it round and rather engaged, you might have got something out of this. But for you, for tuning in and just throwing abuse about it's an ironic. It's just ironic that you would take the time to just tune in and listen and rather than just flick off. Because if I tune into someone on YouTube that I don't particularly like or want to listen to, I just go flick and turn it off and go and watch something else. As about that, son. As about that. There's always one. It's always when cousins marry. I'm telling you. There's always one. You know, there's one in every village, every town. Bless him. But I imagine he's probably a nice dude, Dave Witcher. Witcher sounds like an American from out the back. So, yeah, Peter Sutcliffe's dead. Died of COVID-19. To all the women and that got embroiled in all that stuff years ago with the Sutcliffe and the trauma, I'm pretty much sure that they're putting a lot of things to bed now. Maybe it was Peter Sutcliffe. This guy, you don't know, do you? Do you know? Like the old days, biological warfare. Bosh. We should dig him up and catapult his body into Parliament. Yes. Cool, that'd be a great idea, wouldn't it? Leonard, hello, son. Everyone that is scamming us definitely has nothing between their ears. I really can't wait till their time comes, and I hope sooner the better before there is a spontaneous combustion of anger. I think them days are coming, Leonard. I do. I can't see how you can treat a people of a country so badly without expecting some form of a kickback, because the tide goes out and the tide always has to come back in. The sun shines, disappears, the night comes out, and the sun always comes back the next morning. We have this thing in this universe where generally through time periods, especially through our history, that when a lot of bad things happen, good people stand up and make that difference. All right. Now, in times gone past, we've had bloody and violent revolutions and Renaissance time periods, and I personally don't want to see that. I want to see us as a people just rise, come together, mothers, sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, all together from all different walks of life, all come together and say, we're taking our country back. The world hated me, Jesus said, poor Dave Witcher. Absolutely. Yeah, they hated him first, man. Let's believe it. He needs Horace to come back and sort out Set. Bosh. So I think at some point, the people of this country are going to rise. We're seeing Liverpool and big towns and cities now. There's big demos, I think, in a week or two in Manchester and Liverpool in Toxteth. No, not Toxteth. Is it Toxteth? Sefton Park. There's big things going to happen. And one of my friends last night, actually, Jimmy the At on Wake Up UK, was saying he hopes the two marches actually come together and it's got itchy head, and get together. People just need to unite. People need to just put their personal opinions to one side. People need to unite. And what I want to say is this. If you want to get to the bottom of any problem in this country, you just have to follow the money, and the money will always lead you to dodgy bankers. Our banks have shafted us for centuries, and it could be a time where we actually level the banks and bring back some proper decent stuff, lawful money, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. We use this stuff to get through our lives, right? But the point is this. If you stand now and stand together with all decent men and women from around your country, granddads, nans, brothers, sisters, and you all just go and you insist that you're listened to because of the sheer vast number of you, and that your politicians that work for you, you don't work for them, they work for you. If you insist and make that insistency on them and say, sort your lives out, there's 1 million or 2 of us here, we're not happy, sort it out, otherwise we're coming back and you're coming out. You don't know how great that day would be. You've got no idea of the level of greatness that would emanate from that, because you're going to give your loved ones and future generations back their inheritance to live freely and in a nice environment. Because I'll put it to you guys that most people at the moment are just existing. They're not living. They're just existing. You've got these loyalty things now, £5 a day, whatever it is. You can go to the cinema, go shopping. The government now want you to buy these things. You have to buy your freedoms, by the way. Personally, it's all going to end in tears for Cummings and Boris and all that if they continue down this path of what they're doing, man. They're just like a soap opera now, aren't they? They're nothing but it's like watching EastEnders or Coronation Street. It has to stop. This chat isn't going to help anyone. Sarah Harvey. What's up, sweetheart? What are we chatting about? Chemical liquor. Police never were. I saw a video today of police shutting down a father of 6 kids. Police want kids to starve. Police are not on their side. No, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad. It's so sad. So we just have to all come together, really. There has been told an agenda that they must complete unless we revolt. Mr. Smith, I follow Schwabi on Shitter, and he tweeted yesterday that those who accept the vaccine will be able to access food, implying those who don't will starve. Cross that bridge when we come to it. But these things are on the table, and they need to be spoken about, because when we don't talk about things, they manifest. But if we talk about things and we talk about events that might happen, and that there's a strong chance that they might not happen, right? Might do. Who knows? Road to know. Anyway, I've been in here 33 minutes. We've had Dave Witcher in here tonight. God bless you, Dave. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in. That locksmith has acted illegally, so as claiming we'll be heading this way. It's disgusting. Road to nowhere, Sarah Harvey says. We're all on a road to nowhere. But we just all need to come together. I ain't starving for these idiots. I'll go and down my food. God bless you. Peeps, I will see you all soon. I'm going to go and fire up my log burner because it's a bit chilly tonight. I'm going to get my lounge warm. Have great weekends and just, keep the vibration up. Make sure that you've got a nice vibration about you and that you're just having a decent life. I'll see you all very soon, and just take care of yourselves, yeah?